Hello everybody, this is you know who it is because you either clicked on this video on accident or you saw my name on the channel. I'm not going to tell you what my name is, but nonetheless, reading the title should know what this is about. I would like to talk about 2042, Battlefield 2042, and just stuff about it. Now, some of this is going to be my opinion, and I will say what is my opinion. And some of it might be info that you may want to take with you. Now, I'm not a credible source nor a channel that will search up hours of content to give you factual evidence. You can go look for another channel there, but some will be true if info that you can take away from this video. So, with that, let's get into it. I got a little list here. It ain't scripted, but it is scripted. Just got a little list of what I want to talk about and what I kind of expect from this up-and-coming AAA development game. Number 1, or this isn't numbered, more of a list. Battlefield 2042 console stuff as I writ down or typed down on my phone. Now the console stuff is something. It is something for sure. From what I got, and what I got is one Google search and a tab from a article, I'm pretty sure, is on last-gen consoles, Battlefield 2042 will be able to do 32v32 like normal. Your standard Battlefield fighting, from what I know. So that means you won't be able to get the 120 something 64 plus 64. That would be 128. So you won't get 128 players within one map or match, which is kind of sad, but it does make sense. And there's a lot of talk about people's opinions of not wanting to release it on last-gen consoles, and I see where they're coming from. One is that if they did that, they could completely focus on only the higher tech, higher hardware. Still, they would have to adjust it for PC, but nonetheless, it still would be good for saving time, resources, and money. But on the flip side, you're losing money, because then the consoles, the last-gen consoles, will not be able to, you know, buy the game, get the game, and play it if they were to only focus on upper-gen consoles. Now, another reason probably why they wouldn't want to do that, wouldn't want to only release it on higher-gen consoles, is that higher-gen consoles, or next-gen as people call it, don't exist. You might as well say they don't exist, because they really don't. There are barely any out there that are not above $500. The way they're selling, there's a bunch of scalpers out there that charge it up to like $50 million, pretty much, like $10,000 to $1,000, $800, and PlayStation, Xbox Series X, they have not been like restocked in a long time, and I doubt they will before 2042's beta comes out, which comes out this upcoming week, and the full release of the game. It's probably going to take them until 2022, February, March-ish, hell, maybe even to 2022's summer. Only 3 years away from 2025. We can celebrate Black Ops 2. Well, probably one of the best Call of Duties out there. But nonetheless, there's one other thing I want to talk about. About consoles. Crossplay, that was right. I'm reaching it out of my brain because I don't have a script. I should have written that down. But nonetheless, consoles with crossplay. Now that's been a thing that's been going around a lot of games lately. So many games have used that to their advantage, and some do pull it off better than others. Like Fortnite having crossplay. I never played it, but I can just tell that's a bad idea. But yeah, crossplay. From what I've heard, again, one Google search, is that crossplay will be available for Battlefield 22 between PS4 and Xbox One. I want to search that up, but I don't want to take this video being 8 years long. But nonetheless, yeah. So they're gonna be doing the 64 only matches, so 32v32, and the maps possibly maybe shrunk down or tweaked a bit. I know the graphics will definitely be impacted because, you know, they're last gen consoles. What do you expect from that? But and fuck. PS5 and Xbox Series X, too many X's, and PC, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to play with each other. Now, that is a good idea and a bad idea. I only hope you can turn it off so you can have it on and off so you don't have to play with fucking console helicopters. God, those things are terrible. Helicopters in general from Battlefield 4 are absolutely atrocious to deal with, and they are the worst thing to ever be invented. So, yeah. That's my opinion. But I feel a lot of people feel the same way. But, so, pretty sure that's it on the campaign stuff. Now, since I'm an idiot, I wanted this section of no campaign or BR, as I have it in my notes, to play over the campaign of Battlefield 5, or the prologue of it. Now, I may possibly trim this to where it gets flipped. So, post-processing. We should be on the prologue now, I hope. Good, okay, got it, green, good, okay. Alright, nonetheless, why do I keep on saying that? But okay, no campaign or BR. I'm happy. I'm a happy boy. I'm very happy. Because Battlefield has never had a good BR. Never. If you thought Firestorm was good, that's your opinion. But in my opinion, it was absolutely terrible. It was dumb. It wasted precious time they had and resources they had on a battle royale that only saw like 10 videos on it by popular YouTubers, and that's it. The lore of it was pretty cool, but not fucking say that again, but still, it was pretty bad, especially when Warzone existed. Like, I'm pretty sure a month or two later, like in 1 year, because BF5 came out in 2019, not fucking 2018, and fucking God damn it. Modern Warfare 2019 came out in 19, so yeah. BR was an absolute disaster and a mess. So take it with a grain of salt. Okay. Alright, back on track here. No campaign. Now, from the 2 campaigns I played, or 3 actually, from the Battlefield franchise, I've played BF1, 5, and 4, all their campaigns. I've completed 5s to the max, to where I've unlocked everything for it, but not BF5, not BF fucking 1, and Battlefield 4, so, yeah. What I can say from 4 is 4's absolutely sucked. It was absolutely terrible. It was a slog to play through. The characters were absolutely terrible. You had this... I don't want to say it, but I want to say it. The Asian girl. The Chinese girl. I sound oddly racist saying that, but everything's racist these days. Alright. There was a part in the story for Battlefield 4 where she betrays you, and then she doesn't betray you. She betrays you, but then when you get out, everyone just forgives her. Like, oh, you betrayed us! I'm gonna kill you! Says the Irish, I'm pretty sure he is. The black girl. The fucking black girl. The black guy. It, like, what? It was such a terrible story. You didn't get any lore on why it was happening. You had to look it up. Normally you're supposed to find like code entries of that, like people actually telling you, but not so terrible where it's like, oh, this and that happened. Okay, now time to the shooty part. I'm glad Battlefield 2042 will not have a campaign. They can completely focus their efforts on the thing that everyone actually cares about instead of not focusing their efforts on that. Because, trust me, the only reason there are videos of the campaign really are tutorials on how to get 100%, a playthrough of it, or a tutorial on how to unlock the guns of Battlefield 4 in the campaign. But, to Battlefield 1, I guess. Now, Battlefield 1 was a different story. Hardline, I heard, was terrible. It was a terrible cliche cop campaign. It was pretty dumb. So, not even going to talk about that. So, because I don't own the game. I don't own it. And I'm glad I don't. Because from what I've heard and seen, it's not that good of a game. I may be wrong. I probably am. I enjoyed Battlefield 5 a lot. And people absolutely despise that game. So, yeah. Alright, back on track. We are Battlefield 1. Yes, okay. Battlefield 1. The war stories, they were war stories, were true. I'm pretty sure. They were true about what they told. You had the Harlem Hellfighters, I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. They were true. They were in the campaign, the prologue, and oh, a black guy in the campaign on the cover. Oh, I hate this game. Fuck off. I could care less what you fucking think of that game. It was a good goddamn game, and I had a lot of fun with it. I don't care if there's a black guy in it. Now to the rest of it. There was one about the tank, which was telling you about how difficult it was to use a tank. Use the world's first tanks, in a matter of fact. And also, there was the Resistance one. I don't know what that was telling you, really. And I know for kind of a fact that whatchamacallit, the story about, yeah, the plane one. That was more of, pretty sure, I don't know, like the truthfulness of stories, of the war stories. Were they true? Were the veterans that were telling you was true? Now, I will admit, I did watch Actman's review on Battlefield 1, and I did take it away from that, so I know some people are going to be a bit triggered by that! But, okay. Alright! So, Battlefield 5, my opinion, had a really good campaign. And all of them are true, in the prologue at least, pretty much all of them. The prologue was about just soldiers fighting. It had the Narvik dock raid for the first part of the prologue. Then breakthrough at Tobruk, the Christine Pass or something. And then was also what you call it, goddamn Luftwaffe one, and then the final one was the breakthrough at the bridge, the last defense of the bridge. And it had a little cutscene at the end of the prologue. Then it went on to, I'm pretty sure, Under No Flag, Norderly's story. Fuck, there was one more. I know I'm missing one. There was one more. There was one more. One more story before the last tiger. Yeah! The red cap guys. The black red cap guys. Fuck, I don't know their name. I feel racist for saying that. I probably am. But those guys. Then you had the last tiger. All of them were true. The red cap guys especially, they were true. The Luftwaffe one was true. It was about just the final days of Germany. Same was the last tiger. All about the final days of Germany defending the Third Reich to the end! And then Nordley's one was about the resistance in Norway, stopping the Nazis from ever making enough heavy water to make a atomic-like bomb. So, yeah. Fun fact, fuckers. Okay, but no BR. I'm glad that happened. Campaign. I'm glad there's no campaign. My opinion, it was absolutely it was terrible for BF4 when they make their own, you know, story. It's absolutely terrible. When they go off of real events, it's perfect. They make great campaigns. I enjoyed every second of all of them, of the war stories. The war stories, not the campaign. Now, setting of the game. Whoo! Future! Wow! Awesome! It's pretty cool. The robo-dogs do scare me. Wonder how that will work, but I don't think it will be much from a EOD bot in Battlefield 4. It is cool that we're going to the future. Let's hope they don't... I'm glad there's no jetpacks, though. I was just about to say, I hope they don't screw it up like Call of Duty. Because BO2 did it perfectly, but then they fucked it up with Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare. But, on my opinion... Okay. Okay. Alright. So, setting of the game. Futuristic. I hope you can pilot those VTOLs that had that cobble wagon chucked into it on the portal pass. That would be cool to pilot a VTOL and be able to just fly back and forth picking up teammates. And also, those dune buggies in that hovercraft looked pretty cool as well. So, now squad system. I have this on my notes as well. Squad system. Hoo boy. Were the squad systems in BF4, BF1, and BF5 damn good. Except for the number of players you could have in them. Now, BF4 and 1 had 5 squad members. That was good. That was good. It used to be 6, from what I heard. And that would be pretty cool to have in 2042, but it's whatever. Now, with this squad system, you had 5 players. Battlefield 4, you had these independent ability checklists you could put on your class, for each class. There was like 4 for each class that you could equip. And they would grant you these special abilities, and you would rank them up. And they were called TAC abilities. And your commander, which was another cool thing about 4, your commander could not only just upgrade your squad, all your teammates in your squad's TAC ability up 1 level, that he could also call in an AC-130 to Predator missile and UAV. And that was pretty cool. One player could be the commander, and you could have a really good commander that could wipe the map of the enemy, or you could have a really bad one. But also is yeah, pretty much that's it, really, about Battlefield 4's squad system. Now, in 5, they removed the TAC upgrade in the commander. I'm pretty sure they removed the TAC upgrade. I could be wrong about that, but I know for a fact they did remove the commander. And they replaced him with Behemoth. The Behemoth of... I'm probably fucking pronouncing that terribly, but they were pretty fucking dope. In the DLC on that bridge map, you had the giant tank, the castle, in the sand castle one, Foul Fortress. I'm surprised I know that. But Foul Fortress had the ship. Mostly Oceans ones had ships. And then you had the blimp on that castle map, the ballroom. They were pretty cool. They could really actually shift the tide of war. You also had a train. Those were the 4 behemoths of the game. They could shift the tide of war. You had Dreadnought, Airship, Big Super Daddy Tank, and the Armored Train. They could change the game from a getting your ass whooped or a very desperate struggle for victory, or a tie match where you're just stalemating it constantly and pushing it towards the enemy and dying. Those behemoths could push the line and completely win the map, or they could just die within 50 seconds because people target them all the time because they're behemoths. Big, chunky, big daddy hitboxes that you just so good to hit! Okay. But, now in 5, they scrapped the behemoths, scrapped the commander, and scrapped the tack upgrades entirely. Fuck all that. The squad commander gets to do what, and we're reducing 1 player from the squad because F you and all your hopes. A lot of people were angry about the squad things, and I understand. But for me, it didn't matter to me that much because I liked it. I liked Battlefield 5, and not a lot of people like it. I like the planes. I have nearly all the tanks maxed out, except for the Valentine Archer, because the Archer sucks dick, because it's not like a mortar. You would expect something to be called Archer, and it would be a mortar, but you would be wrong. But, you also had... No, what am I thinking? Fuck. Yeah, Battlefield 5 squad system. So the squad commander, the squad leader, I'm just going to call him the commander, or leader. I'm just going to call him leader, since everyone knows that. But leader of the squad got a radio. He could click his 2 top bumpers of his PS4 controllers, and he could call in a machine of some sorts. He could call in a smoke barrage, a supply canister, a tank killer half track. He could call in a artillery barrage or sector artillery, a specialized vehicle such as the Hachi Japanese tank, the Valentine or the flamethrower Churchill or the Crocodile as it's called, the Calliope American Sherman tank which had a giant rocket pod on the top, and the Sturmtiger. I'm pretty sure that's called. I could be wrong. I probably am. But it's a giant tank that could shoot one way, and it had a rocket that could one-shot full health Shermans if you hit it in its rear. It was pretty cool. Now, the squad points were earned by helping out the team, and you got a better chance of getting it if you captured flags and marked the flags as orders. That gave you just a bit more XP, which could help you boost up to, say, the final reward of it all, the beautiful V1 rocket. There's multiple versions of V1, the jet one being the worst of them all, because you couldn't hear the damn thing coming most of the time. The jet one was a Japanese one. They're all equal in strength, just the jet one's terrible because you can't hear it coming. And if you hear it coming, it's probably already too late. To think of it, if you hear any V1 coming, it's probably already too late. So, that was the squad system in Battlefield 5. How it works in Battlefield 2042. From what I've seen in a screenshot, there is a possibility that it could be 4 players. I could be wrong. I hope they up it to 5. That would be cool. But how the squad system works in general, I do not know. I do not know if there will be behemoths or specialized stuff you can call in. I hope there is, because that was pretty cool. Because it's maybe a possibility that the dog is how you call it in. Or it might just be their replacement for the EOD bot, which I wouldn't blame them. But the squad system. Really want to get that off my chest, because the squad system was really cool. And squad revives. Please, bring that back. That was a good addition. They were helpful, because you could actually play assault and pick up one of your teammates that were in your squad. You didn't have to worry about sticking to medic constantly. So, yeah, that was helpful a lot. So please bring that back, DICE and EA, whoever's calling the shots. I'm pretty sure it's DICE. Now, maps! I named down all the maps that are going to be coming. I'm pretty sure. So Well, the beta's gonna have Orbital and Conquest. Now the modes, probably gonna be basic modes. I do hope Breakthrough comes back, or Grand Operations of some sorts. They need to bring back Grand Operations, because they butchered it in 5. It was terrible. It had fucking Narvik, and Panzerstorm, and Twisted Steel, and that's it. There's 5 maps. That's missing 2, because I guess I didn't play those. I know one was Hamada, an airfield. That airfield map, Aerodrome. Yeah, whatever. They were terrible. Grand Operations of Battlefield 5 were terrible. Yeah, they went off realistic things, but Normandy could have been perfect with Grand Operations, but they fluked it. Nonetheless, they fluked it. But maps. We got Hourglass. It's a sandy city in Qatar. That's what I put. Sandy City, Qatar. Now, it was in the trailer with the quad bike jumping into the helicopter, and the KU-47 helicopters, the dual propeller ones. That was pretty cool to see. But what it really reminds me of, and not a lot of people are going to know this game, is Spec Ops: The Line. That city reminds me of Spec Ops: The Line, which took place in Dubai, India, and it was all sandy and overfilled with sand, and it was pretty cool, nonetheless. I liked it. I never played it, but I saw it and I liked it. But now we have Discarded. That's the second map. Scrapyard, Ship Scrapyard, India. That was in a trailer showing the giant door falling down and crashing on some soldiers and vehicles. That was pretty cool. A giant piece of the ship. Yeah. So that's Levolution for you. And I'm pretty sure most of the Levolution, speaking of it, are going to be replaced with natural disasters such as a sandstorm, to a rocket lifting off, which isn't natural disasters, but to a tornado in a rocket silo with the rocket launching off that can also be destroyed. That is Levolution on top of Levolution on top of Levolution, man. That is some Evil Levolution. Call of Duty, take some notes. With your stupid glass that you can shoot through and break, and a couple doors and walls you can break. Wow, clever. But yeah, don't know how that map's gonna play out. It looks a little bit too flat. Might be too sniper friendly, but now no, I'm looking at the wrong one. That's next, after this one. Manifest! Cargo dock in Singapore. Now, this one is rainy. It's a rainy map. It's going to be real rainy. So, yeah. It looked rainy. It told me it was rainy, and I looked at this from the Battlefield, fucking Battlefield site that EA has up. So, yeah. Gonna be a bit of a rainy map. A cargo dock in Singapore, like a maze-like place. Like, that's what it said. Kaleidoscope. I'm pretty sure I got this round right. Downtown, and I remember it's telling me something about an art metropolis. Downtown art metropolis in South Korea. Now, are we gonna have the North Koreans invading South Korea for like the 80th millionth time? Probably, I would bet. But still, pretty cool. Going places. Going from Qatar, India, Singapore, South Korea. Now we're going to French New Guinea. Orbital, the one to come out in the beta. That was advertised so much. Giant rocket penis flying up. Wow, cool. Yeah, it's just a rocket. It's cool and all, but you can destroy it as well. It's a rocket launch site in French Guinea. Alright, so yeah. Now, this is the map I'm worried about. Breakaway. Yeah. This map, I'm scared about. Mountains in Antarctica. I don't know why I fucking put mountains, but still nonetheless. Yeah, this reminds me any snow map ever in Battlefield. They're terrible. Narvik is terrible. VL is terrible unless you're playing and your team's kicking ass. Otherwise, it's still a terrible map. Then you had that one map, Hangar 21, I'm pretty sure, from Battlefield 4. That was a okay-ish map. I never had a good experience from it. But it did have the rocket pods, which were pretty cool. And it had the railgun, I'm pretty sure, as well, but I could be wrong. I probably am. Never played that map much. But Breakaway, I hope it will be different. That was the one showing that VTOL crashing and the guy is jumping off the helipad, and then that guy falling down gives the thumbs up to the guy, the camera's falling, then he gets crushed by a VTOL. Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cliche as well. But, Renewal! This map, pretty cool looking. Solar energy entry plant. Okay, good. I love how I fucking misspelled energy. Entry plant in Egypt. Now, from the image I saw on the website, you can just go right to the EA website and check it out for yourself. It's this guy wingsuiting down, guy or girl. Don't fucking blame me. It is wingsuit downing, and it has the image right above that person, and it's just wingsuiting down. Wee. And you see this giant like wall-looking thing. And you got one half to the left, uppish leftist corner, is a desert with the solar power stuff. Then to the bottom rightish is this green pasture with a building, a facility building. And it looks so gorgeous and beautiful and luscious and colored and green and just looks amazing. That map looks cool for me. Now, that's pretty much all the maps. Now again, they may be shrunk down for PS4 and Xbox One. I could be wrong. I probably am. But still, it's going to be 32v32 for lower consoles and 64v64 for upper gen consoles. So yeah, pretty cool. Now, finally, I put that as my part into this. And finally, BF Portal and Builder. Now the Builder is something I'm not fucking knowing of, so blame me if I'm wrong, which I probably am, again for the 80th millionth fucking time. BF Portal! Holy crap, am I excited for this. This will kill Call of Duty if Call of Duty doesn't do something that the community would like. That is my opinion. Again. Something about Portal just gives me an erection of mass multitude. I don't know. Something about a Bradley tank from Bad Company 2 fighting a Tiger tank from 1942 just gives me a hard-on. It's just beautiful. And being able to pilot a Black Hawk helicopter would be also fucking amazing. Fighting Nazis and fighting German soldiers in the Battle of the Bulge. Speaking of the Battle of the Bulge, here are the maps from what they listed on their website. Maps: World War II from 1942, Battle of the Bulge, and El Alamein. Now, the El Alamein will be British versus Germany, I'm pretty sure, because it showed a Spitfire in the image. So, yeah. So we're going to have the British versus Germans, and then we're going to have the Americans versus Germans in the Battle of the Bulge as well. So, yeah. Pretty cool, nonetheless. Pretty cool. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, all the vehicles from 1942, I'm 90% sure, should be coming to Portal. And if they don't do that, that's going to be a bit retarded. Because why would you say that? Like, honestly, if you go to the webpage, the wiki of any of the Battlefield games, the 3 Battlefield games that have been promised, which is Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2, and Battlefield 3. Those games were promised. They are promised. I'm pretty sure. They're on their webpage. They're told in the portal page as well. I hope all the vehicles, every single one, is in that game. Because if you go to the wiki of any of those games, any of those 3 games I just mentioned, you will find a lot of vehicles. From Bradleys to Russian supply trucks to an Osprey, which was only in the campaign of Bad Company or Battlefield 3, which was a bit sad, to a Bradley from Bad Company 2, which I hope is added into the game, and also has the back seats where soldiers can sit in for transport. It's not just a fucking tank, because that's not what it is. It's an APC, Armored Personnel Carrier. We've only gotten through 2 maps and I'm already ranting. Good going, me. But, fuck, what was I saying? I have a very fucking peanut-sized brain. But, yeah. Yeah, good going. So yeah, pretty much, Portal is going to be a lot. Now back to the maps. Bad Company. Africa Harbor. Why the fuck did I put... Okay, I'm going to the website. I'm on my phone, so it's fucking terrible. Samsung internet. Fucking amazing. Come on, I don't have all day! It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Go away. It is up, down, Battlefield Portal. Okay, there we are. I have not pre-ordered a game, FYI. I plan to, though, so I won't be getting the 2 extra days of the fucking beta, which kind of sucks, but... Alright. Maps, the maps. Discover more. Battle of the Bulge. El Alamein. It's called Arca Harbor. Did I actually put that? No, I put Africa Harbor for some reason. Thank you, autocorrect. Which takes place in a... It looks like Battle of Omen, but it's not. Then we have Valparaiso. Valparaiso. Oh, both of these maps take place in Chile. Huh. So, one's in the desert, another is in the jungle. They're both from Bad Company, what? Bad Company 2. I put Bad Company, so thanks me. Battlefield 3. Good old Caspian border! Who doesn't love that map? I do. I like it. Just a bit too flat for my liking, though, but I still liked it. It was not that bad on PC. Console, terrible. But, North Shaw Canals as well. North Shaw Canals. Canal del Wow. North Shaw Canals. It shows an aircraft carrier. Iran! Turkmen-Iranian border for Caspian border, but Iran. North Shore in Iran. Oh, this takes place during... Oh, I didn't know Battlefield 3 took place during the Iran War, I'm pretty sure. With U.S. and... U.S. coalition with Iran. I'm pretty sure that was a real war. I watched like 1 video on it, so don't quote me on that. But, yeah, that's all the maps. And all the guns. How are they gonna do that? We got a month and a half. How are you gonna get all the guns into Portal? I would expect it to be delayed. Again. And don't be a backline bitch and complain on Twitter for it being delayed. Look at Cyberpunk. That's what happened when you don't wait patiently. That's what happens when you get your way. Fine, you want it, have it. You wanted it so badly, you get it in, like, fucking terrible quality. So, I would say expect it to be delayed, in my opinion. Because I don't see them ever fitting all the guns, all the maps, all the tanks, weapons, equipment, all that. But it's a possibility they actually could, now that I think of it. It's because they quit Battlefield 5. There was a lot of talk about the Soviets being added. Now the Soviets might actually end up being in Battlefield 2042 because 1942 had the T-34 and a bunch of Russian equipment as well. So, yeah. So, let's just hope they can fit it all in within that good amount of time. So now, we have, yeah, pretty much that. The Builder. Now the Builder is something. I watched a trailer on it, and you can put like a 40 EOD bots versus one tank. Now that's pretty cool. Have 4 Battlefield 2042 specialists versus the German army, or the Nazi army, or the Wehrmacht. Just call it the Wehrmacht, because that's not offensive. Because the Wehrmacht was different than the Nazis, and not a lot of people know that, because they want to jump to the conclusions. But enough about history, because who cares about that, honestly. But, we had that. We have the Builder. That's going to be pretty cool, because that's going to be able to allow you to edit and change games entirely, which would be and is pretty cool. Now the beta comes out this upcoming week, which I am ecstatic for, and I plan to stream it all night as soon as I get home from high school, which I do around 3 o'clock, so expect that, because I am going to be playing the hell out of 2042 on PC, so expect a good old spanking, low quality, terrible stream from me, because that's what everyone expects from me, because I'm a fucking terrible person. Terrible YouTuber. Fucking 50 subscribers. I'm a fucking disgrace. Alright, now that I've battered myself between parallel universes, Builder, yeah, Builder crap. It will be cool, because from the trailer I watched from this guy who only had like 300 views on it, it's going to be cool because you're going to be able to pretty much edit whatever you want. You're going to be able to pit the Russian soldiers from Battlefield, I'm pretty sure, Battlefield Bad Company, and pit them against the ones from Battlefield 3. Hell, you could probably pit, yeah, you could, yeah, the Portal in general is gonna be this amazing mess of just clusterfuck. Just, Portal should just be renamed to Battlefield Clusterfuck. Now, there is another mode I would like to just say and forget about entirely, because I don't think I would like it. Come on, back out. Could I back out of the Portal? The maps in general are a small amount of maps. There are only a couple maps in the main game of 2042, not including the Portal. They better not drip feed us content like Call of Duty. When we pay $60, we expect the full price. I'm paying $80 for the little bundle stuff. I'm not paying like $30 extra to get a Night Fighter bundle. I am doing it to get those like 3 other things I can get. But Battlefield Hazard Zone. Squad up and drop into the new Hazard Zone. All new stakes, multiplayer experience. Stay tuned for information coming in a later year. Yeah, that sounds like delay, in my opinion, but yeah, sounds like Battle Royale in first, because they say drop down into the Hazard Zone, but then they say high stakes multiplayer experience. So I think ranked matches, pretty much, maybe TDM or Conquest type ranked, giant clans fighting each other, FaZe Clan versus Optic, bang, there's your Hazard Zone. It sounds like it. It does really sound like it. So, yeah. So this has pretty much been me talking about it in general. And also, I've heard that you're gonna be able to use whatever gadget on any class. You're gonna have a medic running around with an RPG to deal with tanks while having a defibrillator. So I hope that doesn't absolutely kill certain classes, because it may just possibly do that. Because everyone might just start running like shotguns and snipers and LMGs and assault rifles on, like, say, I don't know if every gun will be able to be used on every class, but I don't know about gadgets. I'm pretty sure gadgets will be able to be used on any class whatsoever. So you can have a medic with an RPG, like I just said. Don't know why I'm repeating myself, but I am. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's just this video. 40 minutes long of me talking. Nobody's gonna give a shit about that. So this was a giant waste of time for my opinion, but I hope you took at least 1 gram of information away from this. That would make this video at least somewhat helpful to some of you, but honestly, 2042 comes out in 1 week. I am pumped for it. I plan to play it. Not 1 week, fucking 4 days. The beta does, not the game. Comes out in November. I'm glad they delayed it. It needs to be delayed. No way we don't need another Battlefield 5, Cyberpunk, or hell, anything else. We don't need a shitty half-ass game like Cold War. Vanguard. Hoo boy, Vanguard. This game, if Battlefield 2042 does not have ranked bullshit, then we might just pull this one together and be able to fucking dominate Call of Duty once and for all. I used to like Call of Duty. It was a good series until it hit the shitter. BO2 was an end of a great line of Call of Duty games. Modern Warfare 3 wasn't that bad. I liked it, but that's a discussion for another time. This has been Owie. Yeah! So, hope you liked this video. Talk to you probably in another month. I got high school, so I'm not going to be able to do much. But I will make a beta video. I will do 2 streams. And then I will do a my thoughts thing like this. Good, good. Okay. Hey, little afterthoughts here. I don't know why my mic cut out, but thank you. Okay, this is a finale. Goodbye. Goodbye, people. Cheers.